now Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Seth Bohnhoff.
All right, it's gray skies roll on here on this Friday as we approach the weekend. Kind of been the same look to that sky here for quite some time as we look on in Springfield right now. Got the end of a train rolling through town. Feel like I don't often see the train rolling through there on the Springfield camera. See it all the time on the Champaign one, so that's just a little neat to see that rolling through right as the weather segment rolls on here. Let's look at your satellite and radar picture. There's just a little bit of shower activity happening here in the area. Some of that rain possibly not making it all the way to the ground right now, but the radar is still kind of picking up on it. So a few sprinkles here and there, otherwise just kind of cloudy skies is what we're seeing right now. I want to talk a little bit about the showers and storms that we had last night because they were so scattered in nature. But if you kind of live in the southern end of Champaign County or just parts of Macon and Piatt County here, there was just a line of storms. I think there was about 3 of them in a row in a span of about 4 hours last night that just had the exact same track. So many of you missed out on the rain, but those of you who saw it maybe saw up to a localized inch of rain. Same story down there around the I-70 region, kind of south of I-70. Just little bitty pockets there where storms kind of just sat on the same spot, or one came through and another was right behind it there delivering rain to the same spots. So some of us are doing pretty good on the rain right now. Others probably feel like we could use a break from it regardless. It's 67 in Champaign, 68 in Decatur, 64 in Effingham. Those might be some of the warmer temperatures that we see for the next several days because things are changing as we head onto the weekend. Tonight we drop down to 49. We'll watch a few of those scattered showers roll on in. Then let's look at this weekend's forecast because things do not look very happy and optimistic here. We're not going to be very warm. Going to see those gray skies, going to see chances for rain. Look at that, 58 on the 3rd of May and 55 on the 4th of May. So just not the kind of temperatures you're used to this time of year. Going to have a cutoff low pressure you may have heard us talk about here within the last couple of days. Essentially what that is these low pressures are what generates that active weather for us. Usually they're able to be guided along by the jet stream, but this one going to be stubborn. It's going to run away from the jet stream. Therefore, there's nothing to push it along. So it's just going to sit there and pretty much bring very consistent conditions to us. But those consistent conditions are not ones that we're big fans of. That's the cloudy weather, the rainy weather. Eventually that moves off to the east by the time we get to about Tuesday or Wednesday. But until it does that, we're going to be dealing with rain chances. They're going to be off and on rain chances. I think Saturday's the best opportunity to see widespread rain. But notice things really start to taper down as we get to the middle of the week. Then the second half of the week looking a little more dry than maybe initially expected. But again, before we get there, there's just going to be wave after wave here of showers across the area. As you look through the night tonight, they're going to have a weird little situation where that low pressure is off to our east. It's going to be spinning showers from the east to the west, so it's going to be very unusual to see rain arriving from that direction. Might be a few pockets of a thunderstorm or two tucked in there as well. But again, it's going to be off and on. It's not going to be a complete washout, but there will be some heavy pockets here and there as that system just lingers around, refuses to go anywhere. But then we get on into the second half this coming week, and high pressure comes in to save the day. And by save the day, I mean it's going to keep things dry here for a little while. Up until then, there's a decent chance for rainfall around a ½ inch, maybe up to an inch in a few localized pockets. But after that, look at these extended outlooks. 8 to 14 day outlook shows right here in central Illinois, kind of a bullseye for drier conditions as we head into the middle of the month. So if you're tired of the rain, just give it a little extra time here. We're kind of winding down on that active pattern. This weekend, though, is going to remind us that things are still active. It's going to be dreary, not going to be the warmest weekend we expect here in the month of May. Those highs just down into the 50s. But we can still use rain in a few places. Definitely not a bad thing there. And then on into next week, pretty consistent 70s almost every day. Some sunshine in there. So some light at the end of the tunnel for sure. But not the ideal weekend. We prefer those 70s and sun on our Saturdays and Sundays. But we'll take it any day of the week at this point.
Just be patient.
Just be patient and it will pay off.
All right, Seth, thank you. It is time for our trending